So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Can he get onto this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking for options for movement. And here's Nedved. Pings it across. Piqué tries to clear. Kokchu. Now, can they get him away? Hangs it, and a header! In he goes again! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Kuching City are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Driving on, and it's Adriano! Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And it's Kokchu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Kokchu. Cafu. Rijkaard with the clearance and reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Cafu gets into a good position. Oh, that's fabulous. Towering header! That's really well cleared.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Over to the right flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. This is a promising build-up. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cruyff. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Kokchu. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Kokchu. There's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Cafu plays it in. Oh, and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kuching City making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. It's just beyond his reach. Nedved changes him with that pass. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Cafu. Van Nistelrooy and Shevchenko! He's kept it out just.
Botafogo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Defending of the desperate variety. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at the space here. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Adriano in with the challenge. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy looking tidy in possession here. Serginho has it out wide and in space. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Kuching City really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And that's definitely not his best. And that's another good win of the ball. He's through here. He has found the way through. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he has another goal! Oh, good finish! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Botafogo are at the peak of impressive jump, and he's quick to get rid. Cook-Chu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Kukçu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that could set him on his way. Cafu. That has not gone well. Cannavaro.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Nedved. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Space for him to turn and look. Kuching City, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Can he finish? It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Bullet. Looking for the run, and this is Messi. Tries a shot! Rijkaard. Cafu. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Great work on the overlap. Shot could be on. Drives it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Nedved. Oh, super ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Kukçu. And he's there to belt it away. Nice sequence of passes, this. And this is Shevchenko. Goes for a shot! Adriano. Dunk calmly anticipates. Oh, easy pickings there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Nedved. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Cruyff. Kuching City are looking to break at pace. Nedved. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 9.
Maldini.
Camisa 15.
Now it's Gerrard.
Camisa 27. Camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada.
Platini.
Camisa 17.
That is good strength.
Camisa 42.
Platini!
Camisa 20. Camisa 5.
Oh, terrific save.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Getting up there! And that's a good finish. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Kuching City get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Kukçu. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Kukçu. Spread to the right. Otto puts them all in.
Well, they were never going to allow.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Kuching City cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever... And Berbatov! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Pulls it back. Oh, he's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Totti. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Otto gets into a good position. So, what can they make of this? That's a little off target. No way through. Raul. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Played in with purpose.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And it's Berbatov. This looks promising. And he passes it long. Musiala. That's been cut out, well played. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Berbatov. Berbatov! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Bullet, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Totti, and he's picked out the run. Piqué gets it away, and he's only too happy to take that back. And he welcomes it in. Doué. McAllister. Now there's a fine ball. Piqué is there, and he can get that clear. Berbatov. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Berbatov. Totti in with the challenge. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up. Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. And he's straight offside. Stood up well to him there. Musiala can see things others simply cannot. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well measured. Vieira. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Cucurella. Doué. Look at the great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Could be danger here. A lot of space ahead of him. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Quality ball. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. That is ended up in no man's land. McAllister, Kubasi. And it's McAllister. Here's Scholes. McAllister, Musiala. He might be in. Chance! Raul. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. Corbell gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Can he finish? And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. reflections on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. Not the most accurate pass.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And this is Totti. Couldn't squeeze it through. McAllister. And it's Totti. Tries a measured ball. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Tries to play it through. Deftly away. Musiala. Nicely spread. Skims one in. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Pass somewhat off target. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Doué, and he's managed to get free. Doué's cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has been slung wide. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, that has not gone well. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Rijkaard. Kuching City do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Rijkaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Totti. Played into space. Piqué gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. He has found the way through.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 24, Desiree Doué. Coming on the field is number 9, De Bruyne.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Kuching City have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's been played through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Cruyff.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. Now it's Musiala. And Shevchenko! He's got a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Coming on to replace him is number 7.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Closing in on goal.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. Yeah, can they get him away? Mateus. Serginho. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. We're up and running then. Kuching City have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
This is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Yamal. He's through here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. And the through ball. Now it's Platini. He's got a chance for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And here's Bobatov. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Well, now, here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to...
And the shot! He's scored! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 16 minutes is number 21.
Kuching City are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ruud van
That's going wide left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Just eases him off the ball. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's destined for the flank. Hernandez receives it in a wide position. Rijkaard, he is always looking to break lines. Nicely spread. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff, he is through here. And this is Berbatov. He's going for goal! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that was very necessary. Now it's Berbatov. Couldn't squeeze it through. Kuching City are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
De Jong gets a foot in here. Van Nistelrooy proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Berbatov. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, it's decent chance! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Scholes. That's a good ball out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Azar. Van Nistelrooy! He's trying to hit the front line here. And he was quick to react. Hullet. Looking for the run. And this is Hullet. Koundé does really well there. He is strong.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Berbatov. Kuching City have a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Number 9, Hazard. Number 21, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 18, Mbappe.
Kuching City get the ball rolling for the second period.
Kuching City clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball. He's having a pop! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yamal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Scholes. Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. Neymar might just make this. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. And here's Berbatov. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. That is some save from Khan! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Berbatov! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Berbatov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now he's got space here. He's through here. Now it's some big chance. It's anyone's. Takes a shot.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
It's a threatening ball. That is a brilliant interception. Cruyff. Pass is just off target. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's Vieira. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Scholes.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Pullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar. De Jong. Scholes. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Great ball, and he's in here. Pass somewhat off target. Piqué gets it clear. And it's Hakimi. Threads one in. Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Jamal. Number 10, Scholes. Coming on the field. Number
That should get the
20,
job done.
Erling Haaland.
Well, there's no
Number
doubt that they
27,
want to win this, Peter.
Jorginho.
They'll have to maintain
Substitutions
the
taking
energy and
place.
dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's managed to get free. De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Gattuso looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gerrard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he latch on to this? It's a promising position. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
They get a throw in. Serginho, Neymar, and that's a simple one for the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's clever. Might be danger here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's intervened well there. And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, no joy this time. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, can they get him away? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Platini. Oh, well played, well played. Kuching City still without a single shot on target. Schmeichel sends that a long way. Timber making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Zubimendi. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect...
Oh, great leap! He's scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Kuching City are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Just eases him off the ball. And that was very necessary. Calafiori. Zubimendi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Approaching the half-hour mark. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saka! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Pings in across. Point-blank header! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Michel Platini. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Adriano. In it comes. Rice attempts a clearance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Distributed tidily. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Haaland. Back to the keeper it goes. Vinicius Junior.
Kuching City really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Cruyff. Now the ball in. Cleared away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get it back? Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Cruyff. Vieira. Rijkaard. And it's Michel Platini. Played back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone...
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.